You're watching Good Day Orlando Extra.
If you have a cruise lined up for the summer, you may want to rethink bringing decorations on board. I've never thought about bringing decorations, but you might want to rethink it. Cruise lines are cracking down with stricter rules. Royal Caribbean was one of the first companies to prohibit passengers from placing decorations on stateroom doors, in the hallways, or in the cabins. And now Disney Cruise Line following suit. They're asking passengers to keep decorations to just the doors, stop hanging them from the walls or ceilings in the hallway.
Who does that?
Okay, well, I know who does this. So, okay, here's an example, okay, of a cruise door. Now, we had to AI generate this one, so, you know, we wouldn't shame people who've been on a cruise, but this is the kind of stuff people are doing. So, you know, if you're thinking about going out there, you have a special event, or you're trying to meet somebody.
Celebration. Oh.
There are certain cruises where if you're trying to meet somebody, you might put something hanging on the door.
This is a family show, John. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Liam and his 8th birthday and why you shouldn't put balloons all over the hallway.
I'm just saying all sorts of things. You can't hang them on your doors.
Let's bring in our expert.
Okay, you should probably do that now.
Travel expert Adam Duckworth. He is the president and founder of Travelmation. That's Travelmation with an M. And he is joining us. I got it, Adam. I got the memo. Great to have you. How are you doing?
Hi, everyone. Great to see you again. I am doing phenomenal, and what a debate we're having today. I also enjoyed your previous debate about tech. That's a great lead into Toy Story 5, which releases this week, talking about toys versus tech, and I think it's going to be a hot topic for families.
I hope it is. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that movie. I can't wait. I'm a huge fan. Okay, so let's talk about why cruise ships are cracking down on this. We've all seen it. Like, you know, we took a family cruise. And, you know, if there's a special occasion, maybe sometimes you want to put, like, you know, whatever, the family reunion on the door. But I guess people were just getting a little too crazy.
Okay, so I have a question for the three of you. Have any of you ever been to a trunk or treat? Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
So it's basically where churches, schools, nonprofits, people bring their cars in, they decorate them, and kids, for an alternative for going through the neighborhood, kind of move from car to car and trunk or treat. And these decorations got so outlandish. The last time I was on a cruise walking through the hallway, I actually said to my wife, I go, this is like a trunk or treat. People are hanging stuff from the ceilings, they got moving lights, they got like I saw a Moana scene on Disney Cruise Line. There was water on the floor, like it was like blue tarp and it looked like water. I was like, the cruise lines, and they're such good folks, they want all guests to have an enjoyable experience, but I said the cruise lines are probably going to have to rein this in because the decorations have gotten way big.
Yeah, you can see that. You know, something starts off as a cool idea. All of a sudden, you can't walk down the hallway because you have electronics and everything else. So if you want to do something, like, you know, you got a big milestone, a birthday anniversary, what are they suggesting people do instead of just decking out the halls there?
Yeah, so Disney Cruise Line recently came out with a policy on this, and I'm in the travel industry, and so we had to study this and let our clients know about this and our guests know about this. Basically, Disney Cruise Line has said, hey, let's try if we can to keep it to the door, right? And try not to stick things to the door because the paint's peeling off, and let's not hang things from the ceiling. Additionally, they put out a couple of things where like, hey, we're not responsible for any type of valuable items that folks would put on the door because people were putting things of value. Just also, hey, no video, no sound. It seems kind of funny to be able to say this, but it's true because there were lights that were moving, there were sounds that were going off. I've even heard of scent machines taking over like different environments on cruise line doors. So what Disney said was, hey, please, let's try to keep it to the door. Don't stick things to the door. So here, let me tell you what our family's doing because we have a Disney cruise coming up, is we're going on Amazon because my kids love to decorate the door. We certainly think that it's an appropriate thing for families to do. We're buying one of those rolls of magnets. So like we're just going to cut them up. So like artwork that they make in the Oceaneers Club, and we're just going to magnet it to the door. Also, magnets are totally appropriate. So what the cruise lines are trying to do is they're not trying to rob anyone's fun, at least from my seat. They're just saying, hey gang, can we keep this within reason? Let's be reasonable people. And I think that folks are going to abide by that policy and really have an enjoyable experience.
This reminds me, honestly, of when I was like in college and living in a dorm, all the decorations people would put on the outsides of their doors. That's what it kind of reminds me of. So I did want to quickly ask, do you think that people are going to abide by these rules, or if they'll be kind of hard to enforce, or do you think people are going to be compliant?
Well, I think, as always with any change, because human beings struggle with change, right? That's a human nature thing. I think there's probably going to be a learning curve with this. Now, Disney did come out with something that, hey, if this happens, there's going to be a fine assessed to your stateroom cabin. Again, I have not personally experienced that yet, so I don't know what that's going to look like. But they're trying to maintain the integrity of their ships and not have to repair doors and hallways, those kinds of things. So it's certainly understandable. Do I think there'll probably be a learning curve? Yes. Do I think that people will abide fully by the policy? Probably not. I think there'll probably be a learning curve. However, as we look at overall guest enjoyment and experience on board, I think that some of these things can become a safety hazard. Certainly with valuables that were being attached to doors, that won't be an issue any longer. So while I think there will be a learning curve to it, I think in 90 days, 6 months, this will be the new normal and everybody will put a happy face on again.
I would never even, I can barely remember to bring underwear. How would I remember to bring decorations? I'm like, did you pack everything? I think so. What do you have? Nothing. So, I mean, that's it.
I gotta say, it's usually the moms who are the more organized ones.
Well, the kids, the kids love it too, because families do this at home. They kind of even do mock-ups and bring it in. And so this has become a big thing. So of course there's some disappointed folks who really have wanted to, going back to my first example, decorate their trunk at Trunk or Treat. They want to take that mindset to their cruise line door. So they're going to have to make some adjustments. However, I think the sailing will be as enjoyable as before. The cruise lines do a phenomenal job, and I'm excited about what their future holds.
All right.
Everyone will be just fine. They'll be okay, Adam. And I'm glad you're going on a Disney cruise and you've got your magnets ready and you're going to have a blast.
Magnets ready.
Have so much fun. Adam, that was a great conversation. Thank you.
All right, see you, man.
Thanks, everybody. Great to see you.
Duckworth, and the website is called Travelmation with an M.
I'd even forget my kids. They would pack everything for the kids. Oh,
it's like a Home Alone all over again.
Yes. Like me, myself, and I'm ready to go. Let's have fun. Where's everybody else?
We'll take a break. Good Day Orlando Extra is coming right back after this.